Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Elm Creek. I'll lower that one down. I'm gonna need to get a planter. I don't have a planter. We'll need to go and get one of those. And then we've also got to cultivate up the field, which means that we'll have to stone pick. We've got a couple of jobs that we're going to need to get done in those two new fields, and we've got 1 day left in which to do them. I'll slow time down tomorrow, especially as we've only got this little tiny mulcher to do this job, which is going to make things take a little bit longer. But that's fine. That won't matter. So I'll bring you over this way. I can't do mulching in this field. It looks like it's... well, I don't think I can. I can actually mulch both of these fields. Well, that's interesting, actually. I have the ability to mulch both of the fields. It's going to take so long to do the mulching. It does give you an extra, though. You do get extra if you go and do it. How much are the mulchers? Kind of thinking it's probably a good idea if we get a bigger one. The one we've got. That's 4.5. I get that one there. That one sticks out to the side. That's 2.2. That's 1.4. This is 9,500 and is a 3 meter. That's much more like it than this little tiny thing. All right, we'll run this back to the shop a minute, and we will get ourselves a slightly upgraded one. It's only a little bit more. And we tested out the little tiny one. I wanted to see what that was like, or to save a bit of money, but... we've decided to go with the up to our eyeballs in debt option in this particular playthrough, it seems. So let's run with that and go and get a slightly bigger machine as well. I think this is the square where we bring the tools back. I'm not actually sure. It's getting a bit darker now. We go over here. Yes, this is the one right here. So if I go to there and I sell that one back, 3,584. Okay. And then we can go into the shop and we can get the new mulcher that we want, which is that one. That's 9,500. So I'll buy that bad boy right there. What I'm also going to want is to be able to transport water to the greenhouses. You do need to put water into the greenhouses. So we've got a couple of options for that one. We can go to the animals here and I can get that one, which takes 7,300 litres. Or I can go with that one. This only takes 8,000 litres. But it can carry fertilizer and herbicide and water and milk as well. So we've got extra options with that one. That being said, considering the difference in quantity, I think it'd be prudent right now for us to get this one. So we're going to go with the BKT. Let's go with the Vredestein. Actually, I don't know what BKT is, so I'm going to go with the BKT. Let's do that. It's an extra $500. I know that much. So we've now got these two, which means I can jump over to here. I can put the mulcher on the front, and I can put the Joskin water tank on the back. We can load up that greenhouse before we go to sleep. Right. This mulcher here looks like you can actually put it on either way round. So this one, it can just go on the front like this. I can have this one here on the front and have that working. I think then I could have this one on the front and I could have the side-mounted one on the back and do two jobs at once. Or I could just have this one and, say, a direct seed drill, a narrow direct seed drill on behind me and still do two jobs at once. Because that is definitely giving me option there for putting that either way. At least that's what it looks like. I know there's a blanked plate on there, but I reckon that's just for appearance's sake at the moment. So I think, because the roller goes at the back, the roller goes behind where the cutting is happening. So that's my theory, is that we can do both options here. Let me just slow the time down. It's 7 o'clock now. Let's go right down to 1 time speed. We're not going to start... well, I suppose we could put the mulching going somewhere. I am just going to load up the water. Now, the one thing that we will do is there is another mod that I picked up. I don't know if this was off of the mod hub or if this was one that Jimmy J supplied to us on our Discord. We got a channel now, especially for linking a whole load of new mods. But other ones. Decoration is going to be tools, maybe? No, but that one's under tools, right there, the vehicle workshop. But that is, I think, off of Mod Hub. Silo extensions, silos, maybe? No. Extensions, no. Contain. There it is. That one right there. This station can supply your water tanks with fresh water. It's quite a small one. I don't know if that one costs money to use or not. I have no idea if the fire hydrant costs you money. The water supply that we've got, you do actually have to pay for it. That water supply down there, it does actually cost you money. I'm quite okay with this. Some people don't like the idea of having to pay money for their water, but I'm actually okay. Look, see, why do giants get to have mods that they can put down without having to, you know, they've modified the terrain around that one. Why can't I do that? That's not fair. It's really slow loading this one. It's definitely quite a slow fill up on this one, but we're almost there. We're on 93, 4, 5, 6. Takes quite a while. It's $730 to fill the 7,300 litre tank. We could do with a little bit of a track down the side of the field here, I think. Might be something that we ask Santa Claus for later on and see if we can get something put in there. So this field here, we're going to ignore this field. We're not planting anything on it because this one is slowly going to be turned into a whole yard all the way through. So I'm going to bring my water tank up there, start overloading. We've got a nice big space there to be able to overload into. It does empty out a lot faster than it loads up. That at least is a good thing. How much water can it take? That's the next question. I go in close right here. It does. I don't have an overall litre count on it. It doesn't give me like a percentage for... Oh. No, that's field owned. You can open the greenhouses. You can walk in. And then if I go here and I press R, I can select... Right, looking at that, the big tank that comes in, I think if you put that one down, it's just like one point that you go and put the water in, and then it spreads it out between all the greenhouses, which is quite cool. This here, we've got lettuce, tomatoes, we get 64 for every 64 water that comes in. I think this is cycles per hour 2, so we actually get 128 tomatoes. Cycles per hour 2, so we'd get 64 lettuce, and strawberries, we get 256 strawberries per hour. So let's have a look here and see what the prices are for these. I believe lettuce is actually the most profitable one. Up to $4,000 per 1,000 litres for lettuce. Tomatoes are quite a bit lower than that, and strawberries are lower again still. The price difference in them, though, it does seem to indicate that lettuce is indeed the most profitable one. So we will start off with strawberries. There's a reason for that. There is actually a reason for that. I want more pallets. I want as many pallets as possible. So we're going to go with that one. You go to activate in there. So then what you can do is if you click on... This is something that I didn't actually realize. If you click on here and you change output mode... That's saying storing on there for tomatoes. If I change that, it goes to selling. And if I do that, it goes to distributing. Now, selling, it sells automatically, but I believe you get 30% less money or something like that. Distributing, if you own another item in the production chain, tomatoes and lettuce, they wouldn't actually have that working. It wouldn't do anything. But strawberries, if we owned a bakery, instead of the strawberries just staying here with us, the strawberries would actually automatically be sent to the bakery, and then the bakery would use them up and then produce the cakes in the bakery. So it's actually quite a cool thing, but you've got to click on each of these individually in order to be able to do it. The moment we're going to leave it on storing so that we get to play around with the what I call the pallet autoloader. We're going to do it so we can play around with that one. Now, we've got 2 litres here at the moment, so it's already starting to load us up fairly quickly. I'm going to just close that door up there like that. And then we want to go and get more water. So it does actually take quite a bit of water. I don't know how quickly, once we've got it filled up, not sure how quickly it's going to get through it all, but I imagine it will be fairly quick. No, actually it's 64 per hour, isn't it? So, no, it's not actually going to be all that quick. We run in through here, and we do this one. I'm curious, I want to try that fire hydrant one, because I want to see if it loads the thing any faster than what this one does. Because this is painfully slow. This one right here, I start loading that, that is painfully slow. I'm hoping if I unhitch it, it does keep loading. That's excellent. So that one can keep going there, and then I'm going to take my brand new 3-meter wide mulcher that I've got here, and we're going to start working on this field. So I'm going to start the cornfield first. I'm going to put it going up this way here. Remember, we've got these extra angles that we can use now, so I'm hoping that this is one of the angles that we can go straight up through here. We'll see how it gets on. Let's start this bad boy up. And lower it down. Like that. It's mulching it. And then if I press H, that's going to give us some light as well. I probably should have done that myself, but there we go. And that one's away. $730. That means that the water tank is now full. This isn't the speediest of ones. I don't know why he's slowing down so much. They do seem to struggle a little bit sometimes with the edge of the field. It could be that's just making it think 3 or 4 times about what it's doing. So then that one will come up there, and I'm gonna just let that one carry on and do what it's doing. I'll pick up the honey in the morning, because what I want to do also is I want the honey to just kind of like accumulate a little bit after we've already done the pallet, because I want to see if that does actually work properly. So we will sleep until 8 AM while we've got the worker busy working in the field. There is a bug that I've heard about. If you go into the menu and you press pause once you've got a hired help going, the hired help does still actually take money. So I'm going to go into here a second. We're on 24958 and press pause. I'm going to just leave it here for about 30 seconds. Alright, that's long enough. So then if we press play, we can scroll back up. Just come out of there. 24940. I don't actually remember what it was on. Let me do that again. Because I think it did actually tick down. I think it did. I'm pretty sure it just did. I don't want that one. 24932. That's basically gone to 912. Okay, it's definitely doing it. You press pause. When you've got hired help going, if you pause the game, it will keep eating down the money, even though the game is completely paused. So, something for you to keep in mind. That is quite an important thing to remember, actually. Don't want to be having that happen. I'm just going to stop that one now. He's just going to park there for a minute. Actually, you know what? I know what we'll do. We'll reverse this one back a little bit, because we got that mulcher busy working. I'm going to want to do this after I've done the mulching, so I'm just going to unhitch that one there. And we're also going to want to get some planting done, except that I can't do planting in here with the seed drill that I've got. At least not the crop that I want to plant. I want to plant corn in there, so that we got stuff for the pigs. That does mean that we're also going to need different header for the combine, which could be a problem. So maybe we shouldn't think about pigs this year. Maybe we'll get pigs, but maybe we won't think about pigs this year. We'll plant something else. We've got another couple of crops that we could put in there. We've got, if we have a look in here, we can plant pretty much anything, but we need a standard header to be able to harvest them. So we'll do some oats, and we will do another field of sorghum as well. Because the canola, barley, and wheat, they are all done as winter crops, which is the most common in at least some of the areas, like around here where I live. Doing them as winter crops is the most common option. And I think we'll do another field of sorghum, so that we got 2 fields of that. And we will do a bit of oat as well, so we've got a bit more straw coming in. So I'm just going to take this water here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? We got 24,800. I've got have I got a load of? I've got a load of pallets over there. I have got a load of pallets. Right, we go to construction. We will go to landscaping and leveling. I don't need to actually level anything more at the moment. What I want to do is I want to get rid of this little bit of field down the side here is actually what I want to do. So I'm just going to go in there like that. And I'm going to run that down the side so that's leveled. And then I'm going to get rid of the actual bit of field there. Because I don't want that. I was going to do this as leveled something. I'll do it like that. Yeah, I was gonna try and use the leveling function, but what I might actually do is use the smooth function instead. We use that one. And then I'll just blend in these edges right here. Do it like that. Yeah, I think that works better. Bring that along there. Okay, that'll be fine. I need to go and pick up these strawberries. Decoration, production, greenhouses, another greenhouse here. We've got a great big one like that. And this one, I'm going to bring it up. What I'm hoping is that the new water tank that I'm going to get will mean that I can put these quite close together without being a concern. And you can see I can go and place them directly one on top of the other if I want to. I don't actually want to, but I can. That's the extended placeables. It's letting me do that. So I'm going to bring it up to about that close together. There, like that. So then the other one, what I would do is I'll bring this one over here, and I'm going to put it out like that so that it's got a bit of a gap in between them. But what I will do first, though, is we go to buildings, we will go to silo extensions, and we will go to this one here. I'm really hoping that what I can do is this one can come down here at this end, and it will supply both of these greenhouses. Now, I'll know if it will work because I can put it up this end, and I'm not getting a warning to say it's got to be close to greenhouse. There, see? I can put it all the way over here, which means that if I put it down this end, it should be enough to do both of these. I mean, it might not be because the water trigger point is all the way up that end of it, in which case we kind of want to put this one here somewhere. But what I'm hoping is I can actually put this one close to the greenhouse up here somewhere. Let's just drop that one down there, like that. And then we'll drive this over. We need to go into our production chains, which is no... I'm in the wrong one. I need to press escape to go into production chains. That's a production chains right there. So on this second greenhouse, we are going to go for lettuce, which seems to be the most valuable one. So we'll go with that one right there, and I will click activate. Now, I've got no water in there at the moment. And this one up here, I've got 6,500 litres of water. So we got quite a bit of water left over. What I want to find out now is if I go up to this water tank up here. We'll just drive along here like this. I can go close to this water tank here, and I should be able to, in theory... Okay. This is a supplementary water tank. Why is it not allowing me to supplementary water tank? What? I don't get it. What's this for, then? Oh, this is additional storage only, is it? Huh. Well, that's a bit embarrassing. 155 litres, 6,400 there. That's not what I was hoping. I was hoping I could unload water directly into that one, but it's not giving me that option. Huh. Well, that's a bit of a jolly nuisance because I've got to stuff these really close together. Now, I can come up this end and I can overload water. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to be difficult. I've got these too far apart, too close together to be able to do anything with them. I can back this one in here, though. And I can start overloading the water into there. Right, well, that was a mistake. So what I'm going to need to do a minute is I'm going to need to sell a couple of these items. So we'll do that first. So I want to go into there. I want to go to construction like this. And all you have to do is just mouse over them like that. I thought that you could actually, like this one right here, helps you to supply your greenhouses with water. This gives a distinct impression that I could unload water into that one. I get half price back. It's terrible. Just lost all that money. That's why I put the greenhouses so close together. Oh, that's painful. I know I could leave the greenhouses where they are, but I don't want to do that. I just lost 5 grand. 5,000! That's too much. That's ridiculous. It's my own fault. I've got nobody to blame but myself. Right. Why has it gone and turned it round now? It shouldn't have. It should not have turned that round. Let's try that again, and I'll see if this time the construction. You go to there, and production, greenhouses, greenhouse right there. Nope, it's actually decided it wants to turn it round now. I don't want it turned round. I want it this way round, like that. So I need to kind of line it up here a little bit. There. I don't really want to stack them one on top of the other, though. But this is going to be helpful for trying to get it in a straight line. Yeah, that's pretty straight. So what I'm going to need then is I'm going to need to put it kind of like this. So the extension doesn't seem to do what I was hoping it was going to do. So I need to do it like this so that I've got room to drive between these greenhouses. Which means that that one wants to go there like that. And then this one would end up going up here if I had the money to go and buy it, which I don't. So we're also going to want to extend a track out this side. Again, because of mistakes. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. But we can't do anything about it now. So all we can do is grin and bear it. I'm able to modify the terrain quite close to the greenhouse there. So all I want to do here is I want to lower this down. Up through here. It's also going to raise the edge of this slightly. No, it's actually going to lower that down. The reason I'm doing this is because I need a track to come up this side. It's going to spend a bit more of our money, though. There we go, like that. Yeah. Maybe I should stop doing this for a minute. We can come back and do this later. Right. That's looking a lot better. Okay, so I'll run this one now. We'll go out this way and we'll go and load up another load of water into this tanker. And then that can be brought back over and put into the second greenhouse. We've nearly finished doing the mulching over there. We'll go back and take a look at that one at work in just a second. Now that we've got some bright daylight, it's going to look a lot better. But we also want to go and do the auto loading. So we'll put this one in here. I'll start loading that one in there. And then I'm going to go over here, let it turn round, and we'll just have a quick look at this one running down through the field here. There we go. Looks good, actually. That is looking good. I'm glad we did change them over. This one would have taken forever and a day to go and do it with that really tiny mulcher. This is looking good. I'm quite pleased with this. Right, so that one's working there. I've got this one here. We've got another pallet over that side. So first of all, we will go over to this pallet right here. All you have to do is you get close and you press R. That's all you've got to do. I'll take the straps off first like this, and then I will press R like that. See? It stacks them in. It figures it out and it stacks them in. So then I can put that one on there. And then there'll be some more honey will turn up in a minute. And that'll be sort of... It basically, it backlogs. So you don't... I don't know if there's a way to see how much honey is there. Let's jump off here and go and have a look at the actual hives. Range 100 meters, get honey at pallet location. So it doesn't actually tell me anything new there. If I go to the pallet location, does it tell me anything? No, that's giving me the range on that one. Okay, so it doesn't give me anything on there. Next, I want to go in over here. We go up next to our pallets of strawberries. Now, if we first of all go and have a look in the production area in here, that was not started yet, but this one up here, we've got now 13,000 litres of water in this greenhouse. It says 469 litres storing. This will just keep building up. And it'll put a line of pallets out the front. These are 150 litres each. So I got 150 litres of pallets here that I can go and take. They're actually small enough at 150 litres that I can pick them up by hand if I want to. Alright, so you can hand stack the pallets from the greenhouses if you want to. Naturally, I don't. I want to use this one. So if I do that, 1, 2, 3. I can't get any closer for a minute, so I'm just going to move on forwards. Let's see if we can get all 5 of them there. And there's some more pallets coming out immediately. You've got to move a little bit, I think. I don't know how... And now look at the beauty of this mod. If I move, I think that's when it does start allowing the other pallets to start coming out. So then I can go and put those on there. And it will stack them even higher, but it's a good idea to strap these down before you start moving. It is a good idea to strap them down. So I got 1,650 litres of strawberries on me at the moment. If we go back into the production bit in here, I've got 21 litres of strawberries being stored. I love this mod. I love this trailer. How awesome is that? Like, we've got a proper auto-load trailer at last. We need to come over here and have a look at this. Look at that. We've got an auto-load trailer. How cool is this? So what I want to do now is I'm just going to go back over to this one. We've got 7,300 litres of water in here. The hired help has actually finished the job over this side. It hasn't actually finished the job, but it's getting a bit tired, so he's thinking he's finished the job. We'll bring this round, and let me just start that one up again. I'll head it off down that way. If I just press H there. It's not quite the angle that I want it to go at. So what I'll do then is I'll run it down the outside edge of the field. Something I really love about the mulcher is that it will actually do 2 different crops at once. We'll mulch both of them together, which is brilliant. It is just absolutely brilliant that it does that. I'm just going to bring it down to this point right here, and then I'm going to set the hired help going. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.